Hey guys, what's going on? Just going to take a quick look at Polygon. Ticker for this is Matic, and I'm currently on a weekly time frame. A couple things before I get into it though. First, if you're not subscribed, you want to get notified when I release new content, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. Also, if you want a place to trade Matic and pretty much any of the other coins I talk about on this channel, check out the links in the pinned comment and the description. I linked to 3 different exchanges. 2 of them require KYC, 1 of them does not. So if you're someone that does not want to submit your personal information, you might want to check out BingX. If you don't really care and you just want reliable exchanges to trade on and ones that are going to offer you pretty good sign-up bonuses, then check out the other 2. Okay, let's get to the chart. I've covered Matic a few times in the past, but I don't think I've covered it at all in the last month or 2, right? So let's take a look at what we have here. Again, weekly time frame, and this one is just very simple, okay? So if you want to trade this, I would recommend that you draw this horizontal trend line right here. You can just identify the lows of these candle bodies, and I have it at around about 38 cents. Just paste the horizontal trend line right there, and you'll see this level here was resistance for a very long time, about a month and a half right here. You see like the candles will wick above it, but by the time the weekly candle closed on Sunday evening, you got a sell-off, and yeah, the candle bodies closed below. Once we broke above it, we had a huge run up from 38 cents all the way up to almost $3. And on the retrace, if you look where we got support at this broken level of resistance that was flipped to a support, and that is where we bounced off right here. Now, throughout this consolidation period, we formed another support level, right? So definitely have this horizontal level on your chart just in case this new upsloping level of support breaks, which I don't think is going to happen, but you never know. Again, that's 38 cents. But now we have this upsloping level of support that I just mentioned. We have multiple touches on it, 1, 2, 3. And this is the lower level of a bullish pennant formation, right? So you see how we had this impulsive move to the upside. This is considered to be a flagpole, and now we're putting in higher lows and lower highs, multiple touches on this upsloping level of support, and yeah, we have this downsloping level of resistance as well. Now, eventually, this is going to come to an apex, which if I extend this out, will be around July 2024, but this could break out at any moment, right? Just because the apex is going to be mid 2024 doesn't mean it has to bounce around in this pennant until then, right? It could break out here for all we know. Now, if it does break out and you miss it, you can look to buy a retest, right? Because more often than not, these long-term downsloping level of resistances, when broken, will kind of act as a magnet and basically pull the price down back to it. The retest is where I would definitely be looking to enter this trade, right? Because this consolidation period within this pennant formation has been forming for a couple years now, right? So the breakout from here is likely to be quite impulsive as well, right? So typically, to measure the target for a bullish pennant formation, what you would do is you would measure the flagpole and then project it from the breakout point. Now, the target on that is pretty high, but however, I don't put too much stock into the targets. I just trade the level of support and resistance, Fibonacci, retracements, and extensions. The targets are just interesting. So if you have this chart open and you want to see what it is, just basically you can take a this bars pattern tool here and maybe run it from this low up to the high, and that'll give you here, and then you can just kind of run it from wherever it breaks out. But yeah, guys, this one's pretty easy. One thing worth noting right now, as we approach the top of this, we have a doji indecision candle forming. Typically, when these candles form near or at a level of strong resistance, it means that it's likely going to get rejected. Hopefully it doesn't, because we are getting some strong momentum on Bitcoin and the rest of the market right now. And yeah, once this level breaks, a lot of the other altcoins have broken out of their long-term levels of resistance. So that's something to consider if you want to short here, right? So theoretically, if you did want to short where we are right now, I'll just measure that out for you. Let's take a short position tool. Entry right here at about 90 cents, and I'm not taking this trade, guys, just so you know. Stop loss would be above this downsloping level of resistance and above the high of this doji candle. And to take profit, let's say if we targeted the lows of this upsloping level of support, this it's not even that great. This would give us a risk reward ratio of 1 to 2. We would have to risk 18%. To potentially get 37% to the downside. Yeah, I'm not taking this trade, guys. Definitely not. I would rather right now, just because we do have so much bullish momentum in the market, I would not short this. I would actually, like, if we do get the pullback, I'll fade it, but I will look to buy off of this upsloping level of support here. I'd rather long than short in this situation, right? And even that potential trade setup, even though we are near the top of this downsloping level of long-term resistance, 1 to 2 risk-reward ratio on a counter trend trade is not really that appealing to me, right? I would much rather buy if we do end up coming back down here. Or I would like to long if we break out, and I would look to buy the retest. Or if we break out and even start closing daily candles above here. Let's see here. Yeah, even if we start closing daily candles above here, I may consider entering a long position and placing a stop loss below here. However, the real sign of an official breakout to me is the weekly candle. So we start closing weekly candles above this downsloping level of resistance. To me, that's going to be a breakout. I'll look to long. And then on the way up, obviously, you're going to have some resistance points, right? So let's just take a horizontal raise. So obviously right here, the top of these candle bodies, that's going to be a resistance point, or one would think anyway. And then definitely the all-time high up here, potentially here as well, based on the resistance point here, here. Just a lot of price history in this range as well. But yeah, I would not be surprised if we do end up getting a breakout. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if we do, maybe come up here to this range, right? I'll draw this as a range, and perhaps get rejected off of this and then come back down for the retest and then work our way up to the all-time high. But yeah, obviously that is just pending a breakout. No sign of that yet. In fact, actually, as I mentioned, we are getting a doji indecision candle right at the resistance. Not typically a good sign, but based on what the rest of the market is doing, looks bullish. So yeah, just keep an eye on this. This is just a very, very basic pattern, but the fact that this incredibly bullish pattern has formed over a multi-year period shows that when this does break out, if it does break out, this is likely going to be a very, very impulsive mover. And yeah, actually, I think this will be a very good performer in the next bull cycle if we do break to the upside. Anyway, hopefully you found that helpful. Just a quick one, as I mentioned. Once again, if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I release new content, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. And if you want to place to trade, Matic, or pretty much any of the other coins I talk about, check out the links in the pinned comment and description. And depending on where you are, you may need a VPN to access them, so I also put a link to a VPN there as well. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.